Hello everyone, this is Jason from the Edge Pro. We're going to look at clipper blade combs, and specifically ones that when we resharpen or when you give them new out of the box, there's really no extension of length. So these are either what we call surgical length or just a very close cutting type comb. This in case is a 40 blade. We've got examples of a wall 3-hole or 2-hole type blade that's going to go on there, like a senior or magic clip. We've got an Andis Master comb. I've got a detailer, trimmer blade, and an outliner. So the common thread with all these is that when they're sharpened, the abrasive takes it all the way out to the end of the tooth on the inside. And what happens in that process is the tooth gets sharpened and we thin that out a little bit. The original softening of the tip that allows it to slide on the skin creates a scratch point on the back edge of the angle. Now that, again, if we laid it flat, is really still going to be safe, but if we go around and we back drag that blade, it can leave scratches and abrasions on the skin of our customer. So we have to go back and retreat those tips. And so as a sharpener, or whether it's an end user that gets one out of the package that's a problem, there's some solutions that we can have. Now one, if we have that condition, we can take just a simple hone and we can come along and just lightly work around those tips to round that over. And many times that's enough if it's just very subtle. Eventually, though, these teeth will keep getting thinner and it's almost like they become a needle. Obviously a needle we can't even round over, we just have a sharp needle to poke the skin. So we're going to have to shorten that tooth slightly and then re-radius it now that it has some thickness. So we can come up to an abrasive pad and we can work at a 90-degree angle to that surface first to remove some material and create a flat spot on the very tips of those teeth. Once we have that flat spot, we have something we can round over. So we would come in and sweep it, not forgetting then to also care for the corners of that tooth a little bit, working it around, and again to re-soften that. So again, when we come on the skin here or back drag, that it's nice and smooth. Now again, that's going to be true no matter what size or shape of blade. The common thread again is that we sharpen all the way out to the ends without an extension that goes down to the skin. And an example of that, if we look here at this blade, we can see that the sharpening happens way up here on the tooth. This is the slope that comes down. This part actually has that contact to the skin from, and that's treated at the factory. We don't sharpen on that. We don't touch it on any equipment. So realistically, if it came from the factory, okay, it'll stay there the life of the blade. But let's say I've got a little fancier piece of equipment, like this flat hone, and I want to do this a little more quickly. I can actually turn it on, again, come up to my abrasive, touch the teeth, look to see that I've created that flat area very slightly. We don't have a lot of adjustment on these blades, but we have to make sure that we've got something to work with. And then I'm just going to pull that around in a slight radius. I'm going to tip the corners, and then I'm going to check it against my thumb here or the pad of my hand to make sure that it's like a ballpoint pen on that end. I'm going to back drag it again to make sure it feels soft, and now it's safe to give back to the customer. Again, we appreciate you listening to our content. If you like that, love to see your responses. If you've got other ideas of videos you'd like to see, put it in the comment section and we'd love to make some other videos for you.